Hello, and welcome to Odyssey's safety training on changing propane tanks on forklifts. This session is important because propane-powered forklifts are common in warehouse and yard operations, and improper handling of propane cylinders can lead to fires, explosions, or serious injuries. By the end of the session, you will know how to safely remove, replace, and inspect a propane tank, identify any potential hazards, and understand what to do if a leak or emergency occurs. Learning objectives. By the end of this training, participants will be able to: first, identify the PPE required for changing propane tanks. Second, demonstrate the safe steps for removing and installing a propane tank. Third, perform a basic leak check and ensure proper connection. Fourth, recognize potential hazards and emergency actions. Required PPE and equipment. Before we start, let's review what you'll need, as liquid propane is extremely cold, -44 degrees Fahrenheit, and can cause severe frostbite upon contact. Safety gloves, leather or chemical-resistant gloves, safety glasses or face shield, a high-visibility vest, and steel-toe or composite footwear. Always make sure you have your PPE on and the forklift is parked in a well-ventilated area before beginning. Pre-change safety steps. When you're ready to change the tank, follow these safety checks first. First, park the forklift on a flat, level surface. Lower the forks completely to the ground, shift to neutral, and engage the parking brake. In addition, the forklift should be parked in a designated safe area, away from open flames, sparks, or other equipment. Second, close the valve. Turn the valve on the propane tank clockwise to shut off the gas supply completely. Third, empty the fuel line. Start the forklift engine and let it run until it stalls, which burns off any remaining fuel in the line. Then, turn the ignition key to the off position. Finally, check the tank for frost or leaks before touching. Removing the empty tank. Now that the forklift is off and the valve is closed, you can safely remove the empty tank. Step 1. Ensure the area around the tank is clear by removing any wheel chocks, fire extinguishers, trip hazards, or other objects that could obstruct or interfere with the safe removal of the tank. Step 2. Disconnect the hose by unscrewing the connecting nut/coupling by hand, counterclockwise. Do not use metal tools, as hand tightening is sufficient and prevents damage to the O-ring. If you hear hissing, stop immediately and check that the valve is closed. Step 3. Unlatch or unstrap the tank from the forklift bracket. Step 4. Lift the tank carefully using your legs, not your back. The tank can weigh 40 to 50 pounds when full, so use proper lifting technique. Step 5. Place the empty tank in the designated empty tank storage rack, ensuring it's secured. Inspecting the new tank. Before installing a full tank, inspect it carefully. Check for dents, rust, or damage to the cylinder. An intact O-ring inside the service valve. Replace if missing or cracked. A valid requalification date stamped on the tank collar. The tank valve is fully closed and not leaking. Never use a tank that looks damaged or is past its requalification date. Installing the full tank. Next, we'll safely install the full propane tank. First, lift the tank carefully and position it on the forklift tank bracket. The locating pin should align with the notch on the tank's collar to ensure correct orientation. Second, reconnect and securely fasten the holding straps or latches to prevent the tank from moving or tipping. Third, attach the fuel supply hose to the cylinder valve and hand-tighten the coupling clockwise. Fourth, check for leaks by slowly opening the service valve, counterclockwise. Fifth, apply a leak test solution or soapy water around the connection. If a leak is detected, close the valve immediately, disconnect the hose, check the O-ring/connections, and reconnect. If the leak persists, try a different tank or put the faulty components/forklift out of service for repair by a qualified professional. Sixth, once confirmed, start the forklift and check for smooth operation. Post-installation steps. After the new tank is installed and tested, Make sure the tank is secure and stable. It should not rattle or move. Ensure the valve is facing upward and the relief valve points away from the operator's compartment. Store your tools and dispose of rags or cleaning materials properly. Return the forklift to service. Hazard awareness and emergency response. Let's talk briefly about what can go wrong and how to handle it safely. Common hazards: leaking propane, frosting, improperly secured tanks falling off, fires and explosion from open flames nearby. Skin burns from contact with cold liquid propane are a few examples. If a leak occurs, turn off the valve immediately. Move the forklift and tank to a well-ventilated area. Notify a supervisor and follow site emergency procedures. Never attempt to repair a leaking valve yourself. Changing a propane tank might seem routine, but it's one of the most hazardous tasks around forklifts if done carelessly. Always follow the safety steps, wear your PPE, and report any issues right away. Remember, safety comes first every time you change a tank.